former student and Lyons native who moved to North Dakota, drove thousands of miles to deliver a truckload of donations for wildfire victims in the Santiam Canyon today.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Our Fox 12 Sarah Hurwitz has the story.
A truck filled to the brim with everything from toys, toiletries, school supplies, and bedding arrived at Mary Lynn's school in Lyons Wednesday morning. The woman behind the donation, Lyons native Lindsay Farrell.
This was home, so we had to do something to do our part to help rebuild.
Farrell went to Mary Lynn's school and so did her kids. Her family moved to Minot, North Dakota 9 years ago. And they are no stranger to giving back. They moved to Minot to help people in the wake of massive flooding in 2011. And now the community there is helping Farrell's former home.
I ran into a teacher at the grocery store and I broke down in tears. And she said, well, Lindsay, what brought you, to North Dakota? And I said, to help you guys rebuild. And she said, you got to put it out there. And I said, well, I can't ask for help. But she said, trust me, they will help.
Farrell says the donations poured in immediately.
The day it went out, not even 12 hours later, I have people dropping cases, totes of socks and toiletries at my door.
And this was the result. Her family drove this packed truck thousands of miles back to help their Santiam Canyon community.
It takes tragedy, I think, to have everybody come together in the way that they did, and so heartwarming. And I wish that feeling stayed around forever. That feeling of, we bonded, we help other families, we're helping other people through tragedy from states away.
I think the Farrells are just a great representation of what this community does for each other.
Mary Lynn's school principal Jerry Harbison says the donations organized by the Farrell family show that the love just doesn't stop because they've moved out of the community. And while the donations are a huge help, she says also just having compassion for fire victims is important right now.
Our people are strong and they're resilient, and I think there's a lot to be said about just listening to their stories. People need to tell their story.
Sarah Hurwitz, Fox 12 Oregon.